New at 10, a lot of noise at the state capitol, but not a lot of voting. Are the protests working?
Tonight, the lame duck session is in limbo. The assembly chambers have been empty all day as lawmakers deal behind closed doors. Opponents are hopeful these delays show Republicans do not have the votes to strip power from incoming Democrats.
The Senate today was able to pass a few of at least some of those controversial measures.
Yeah, the most significant items, the ones that would weaken Governor-elect Tony Evers and Attorney General-elect Josh Kaul, appear to be on hold at least for now.
We have two reporters at the Capitol tonight.
Pete Trevakis with the Senate, Ben Jordan with the Assembly. Pete leads our team coverage tonight. Pete?
Well, Steve, within the last half hour, we saw the senators come back to the floor after a more than 3-hour break. They were there shortly to take up one more of those lame duck bills. Now they're back in caucus. This was, of course, a day when we expected several controversial votes in the state Senate, but that hasn't been the case. There have been fiery moments, but they have been few and far between. The Senate went to the floor around 3 hours late. First, debate over a series of Governor Scott Walker's appointments provoked jeers from the public gallery.
I laid out the rules ahead of time to the gallery and to all of our guests here, and I'm going to ask the Senate Sergeant at Arms to clear the gallery, and the Senate will stand informal.
Senate Democrats are frustrated about the Republican-authored bills the Joint Finance Committee advanced last night. They would shift powers from the governor and attorney general to the Assembly and Senate. Republicans will still hold majorities there next session and say the proposals are about balancing out state government. But the incoming governor and attorney general are Democrats. One of the bills passed the Senate along party lines.
All those in favor of passage say aye as your name is called. Those opposed, no. The clerk will call the roll.
Darling. Erpenbach.
No.
Fine.
There are 18 ayes, 15 noes. The bill is passed.
It gives the legislative branch greater control over the Department of Transportation and the Department of Revenue. After that, senators from both parties went behind closed doors to caucus. Republicans remained there for much of the evening, and the Senate floor remained mostly empty. So to recap, in case you're just tuning in and you missed what we said off the top, the senators did return late tonight. Within the last half hour, they took up a second one of those lame duck bills, which deals primarily with whether legislators, rather than the executive branch, should have oversight over requests for waivers from the federal government. But then they went back into caucus. In the meantime, this has all been going on in the Senate while members of the Assembly are waiting to see what happens before they can even act. Our Ben Jordan is live outside the Assembly chamber with that story. Ben?
Pete, earlier today, Republican leadership said they were hopeful that both the Senate and Assembly would pass all of these bills by midnight. Well, here we are shortly after 10, and the Assembly hasn't even gotten started. For most of the night, these seats in the Assembly chamber remained empty as Republicans met behind closed doors, making final adjustments to limit the powers of Governor-elect Tony Evers and Attorney General-elect Josh Kaul once they take office.
Hopefully this isn't happening right now because they're reconsidering.
Democrat Gordon Hintz knows those hopes won't likely become reality. State Republicans would already have the votes if they stay along party lines.
This is one of the most toxic acts that we've ever seen in our state's history.
Republican and Assembly Majority Leader Robin Vos couldn't disagree more.
We positively have listened to the people of Wisconsin. We also know that these are the right things to do.
While Democrats call it a power grab, Vos believes this just balances power.
The system right now is heavily weighted toward the executive.
And we just spoke with some lawmakers heading into the Assembly. They told us they plan to get started soon, but we know this is going well past midnight, maybe even till 3 or 4 in the morning until we find out what happens to these bills. Live at the state capitol, Ben Jordan, today's TMJ4.
Ben Jordan, thanks. No matter how late the legislature is in session, today's TMJ4 will be there. Ben Jordan will be reporting overnight on any developments at the legislature. Wake up to the latest updates on Live at Daybreak. That will start at 4:30 a.m.